Yo, what's up guys, I will show you the top 10 fastest cars in GT Online. With the new update we have a new fastest car. I will show the 5 fastest cars with HSW upgrades and 5 fastest cars without HSW upgrades for everyone that doesn't play on next gen. If you enjoy these videos, make sure to drop a like and subscribe with post notice. Now let's get straight into it. We will start with the cars without HSW upgrades. Number 5 we have the Graziatelli GTO Stinger TT. That has to be the longest car name in the game. This is a fairly new car that released with the Mercenaries update on June 13, 2023. This car has a top speed of 132 miles per hour or 212.43 kilometers per hour. You can buy this car for a little under 2.38 million on the Legendary Motorsport website. It's based on a real-life Ferrari Roma. This car also has HSW upgrades, so if you're playing on PS5 or Xbox Series X/S, you can upgrade it to make it even faster. On top of that, it's also an amazing looking car. I fully upgraded this car and it looks sick. It's pretty fast as I expected. The handling is also amazing and it's just a smooth car to drive with. So the number 5 spot is more than deserved. Also let me know which fastest car is your favorite in the comments down below. Coming in at number 4, the Pfister 811. This car has a slight higher top speed than the previous car. It has a top speed of 132.5 miles per hour or 213.24 kilometers per hour. This car has a 1.1 million price tag on the Legendary Motorsport website. They added this car all the way back in 2016, so it's pretty good that it's still competing with new fast cars. The 811 is based on a real-life Porsche 918 hypercar Koenigsegg Regera. This was one of my personal favorite cars back then. It looks amazing and especially with this purple color. It's also pretty fast and it drives really smooth. The acceleration, steering, brakes and all that are great. Number 3 is the Italy RSX. This car has a top speed of 135.3 miles per hour or 217.74 kilometers per hour, so a couple seconds faster than the previous cars. You can buy this car for almost $3.5 million on the Legendary Motorsport website. You can unlock the trade price for $2.6 million by returning Moody Man to the music locker. This car released in December 2022 with the Caio Perico update, so it's not that old. The Italy RSX is based on a real-life Ferrari SF90. You may already know that this is also one of my favorite cars, especially to show off crew colors. I always use this car in my crew color videos, but that's not the reason it made it in this list. It's of course a really fast car, the acceleration is great, but in my opinion it drifts too much when you take turns at high speed. So the traction of this car is not that great. The second fastest car is the Ocelot Pariah. This car has a top speed of 136 miles per hour or 218.87 kilometers per hour. You can buy this car for a little over 1.4 million on the Legendary Motorsport website again. This car released in 2017. The Pariah is based on a real-life Aston Martin V12 Zagato and a Ferrari 812 Superfast. I actually never used this car, maybe once or twice, but after driving with it, it feels very nice to drive in. It has good traction, a high top speed, acceleration and it looks amazing. What more do you want? For those reasons I actually think it should be number 1, but this is not the fastest car in GT Online. Now coming in at number 1, the fastest car in GT Online is the BF Weevil Custom. I also didn't believe it, but this is purely based on top speed. This car has a top speed of 137.5 miles per hour or 221.28 kilometers per hour. You can buy this car for $870,000 on the Benny's website. Keep in mind that the stock version is not the fastest car, but the custom version is, so you have to upgrade it over at Benny's workshop. It's over here on the map. They added the custom version in October of 2022. The Weevil Custom is based on a real-life VW Beetle Red Rod. Now you can upgrade it and keep in mind that this will cost you another $980,000. It will look insane, so let's upgrade it. I think I made a pretty sick car, so let's test it out. You can even pull wheelies with this car. You can do that by holding your brake and gas button at the same time. So R1 and R2 on PlayStation. Then let go of the brake button but keep holding the gas button. You will then pull a wheelie and it looks pretty cool. So if you drive it on the highway for example, you can feel that this car has the fastest top speed in the game, but other than that it's not that good. The acceleration is bad and steering with this car feels really stiff, but it looks cool and it has the best top speed in the game. Now the fastest cars with HSW upgrades. At number 5 we have the Benefactor Sterling GT. Its top speed is 156.80 miles per hour or 252.34 kilometers per hour. This is the fastest sports classic car in the game and you can buy it it for $975,000 on Legendary Motorsport. This is a really cool looking car in my opinion. It's a little hard to drive, like the traction isn't that good, but on the highway and for sport classic races it's the best. The price to upgrade this car with HSW is $900,000. That makes the total price for this car with HSW $1,875,000. At number 4 we have the D-Class Vigero ZX with a top speed of 157.50 mph or 253.47 km/h. It will cost you $1,947,000 on the San Andreas Super Autos website. To convert it to HSW it will cost you $550,000. That makes the total price for this car with HSW $2,497,000. It's the second fastest muscle car, that's because its brother the D-Class Vigero ZX convertible is a little bit faster. It goes 158 mph or 254.28 km/h. That makes it third place in this list and first place in the muscle cars category. It's a little bit faster than the previous car and you can see that by looking at the price. It's also a little bit more expensive, coming in at $2,295,000 on the San Andreas Super Autos website. I think this one is cooler because it's a convertible so you can drive with an open roof. It's a strong car, it goes fast and it drives pretty well. The only downside is the acceleration. The HSW performance upgrade price for the convertible version is the same as for the normal version, so $550,000 again. So the total price of this HSW car is $2,845,000. Now we have a brand new car. The second fastest car in GT Online is the Neope. I'm not sure how you exactly pronounce it, but this is a BMW i8 in real life, so that's pretty cool. The top speed is 159.50 mph or 256.69 km/h and it will cost you $1.88 million on the Legendary Motorsport website. This is one of the more expensive HSW performance upgrades in GT Online. You have to spend another $1.8 million. So the total price for this car with HSW is $3,680,000. I also think this car looks really cool. We are finally getting more modern cars. I actually believe that this is now the best car in the game. That's because it drives really well. This is one of the smoothest cars I've ever driven in GT Online. The acceleration is great, steering, braking, traction, etc, but it's not the fastest car in GT Online, so at number 1 we have the Graziatelli GTO Stinger TT. We already covered this car in this video but without HSW upgrades. With HSW upgrades it can reach a top speed of 168.50 mph or 271.17 km/h. So it's by far the fastest car in the game and its price tag is $2,380,000. To upgrade it to HSW it will cost another $1.4 million. That means that the total cost of this car with HSW upgrades is $3.8 million. If you look at all the prices of these cars, they are pretty fair, because the price goes up the faster the car is. That's why number 1 is the most expensive car in this list. It's a sports car, so it's also the fastest sports car. It doesn't drive as well as the Neope in my opinion, but for races that cover a big distance on like a highway, it's insane. Hopefully this video helped you guys out and I will catch you all in the next one. Bye bye.